Hello Sagittarius and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your What Do You Need to Know for February 2021 tarot reading, and your energy is the Ten of Wands. There may be something coming to an end, something that feels a bit burdensome, like too much responsibility, and you might just be feeling a bit tired and worn out. But tens are always the end, so let's see what that's about. All right, so what does Sagittarius need to know for February 2021? Something you're disappointed about. Interesting. Yay, it all works out in the end. Okay, so I feel like, so first off, this has to, so the energy in the past, in the background leading into this, we've got the Emperor. So this could be a partner, a father figure. This could sometimes represent work, like a boss, or a potential Aries. So this has to do with one of those things. I feel like for a lot of you, it has to do with, money, security, and family. So for many of you, it might have to do with a partner that potentially you're not with anymore, or it didn't turn out the way that you wanted. Because your energy at this moment is coming up as the Four of Cups. In this deck, this is a woman who is, now obviously your men and women out there watching this, but anyways, in this deck, this represents a woman who is middle-aged and she is feeling like there's no hope, there's no point in her, having what she really wants, which is family, security, connection, a home, stability. I feel like, your energy around this, we've got the Four of Pentacles, which is a very lack mentality, feeling like you'll never get it. And when you feel like you're not going to get something, that's the energy that you put out. You put out that lack energy. And I know that's really easy for me to say, well, for anyone to say really, because when you're in the moment, in that feeling, it's really hard it can be quite difficult to allow it to move through you. But it looks like you're going to do that because the outcome is the Two of Cups. Now, so this is, whoever this was, this Emperor in the past, in the background, okay? This could be someone else, this could be someone new. I feel like for a lot of you, it's someone new. I feel like you lost a particular relationship, whether it was a partner or a business or a friendship or whatever, father, family, whatever it was. And you feel like you'll never get that love again. You'll never get that security again, that all hope is lost, and that, you're not ultimately being taken care of by the universe. Now, the outcome is actually the Two of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, it could be that same person, but honestly, I feel like for most, if not all of you, this is someone new. That old relationship needed to, in a way, be cleared away to have something new. And for some of you, it could also be an old belief system. So just kind of potentially the belief system that was put into your mind by your father or a father figure or something like that for some of you. So you will be coming into a new connection, a twin flame connection. It really depends on both of you, whether this will prosper or not. But I feel like you're totally ready because you've woken up. Like, this is rejuvenation, and this represents judgment in many other decks as well. But this is like a rebirth. I feel like, yes, maybe so remember, this is kind of in the near future or aspecting you, what's going on beneath the surface. So I feel like at this moment in time, you may feel like all hope is lost, like for a secure connection and a relationship. But, I feel like you must have kind of really taken a deep dive into those emotions, into everything, into the good, the bad, and the ugly, all possible outcomes. Because this is looking at things clearly so that you can truly be born anew and have a proper, fresh new start. And sometimes looking at the truth in our lives and the patterns and the people and the relationships and decisions and things we've said and mistakes that we've made in the past, it can be really ugly to look at. But when we truly do that, it's like we take ownership over our life and then we're born anew. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Honestly, because what you need to know about the Ten of Pentacles, family and security, is being aspected by the Seven of Wands. This is someone who is, I feel like you're going to have a new approach. I feel like, you've learned enough lessons, you've had enough relationships, you've had enough experiences that you're choosing which route to go. you're realizing that the power is more in your hands when it comes to relationships, and you can make better choices for yourself. And I feel like you might choose a relationship or a person that is, or an approach that is a bit more unique. You might be doing this in a way that you've never done it before, and that looks great. Because the way that things used to be, right? It was just too burdensome, too tiresome. It's like, okay, I give up. I'm not doing things like this anymore. I'm going to try something new. And it's because of your wisdom and your experience, and also the mistakes that you've made. So every little mistake that you've made, be thankful for it, because it's brought you to this position where you're truly ready to like have an awesome relationship. Because I know that's what you want. You want the security, you want the connection. And you know, this is true for a lot of you. Like, even if you are in like a love relationship, this could be like a friendship, this could be working something out with your father. This could be deepening the connection if you're in a romantic relationship and you really want a deeper connection, okay? Let's get some clarification cards for Sagittarius about the situation in February. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so I feel like, in the past, you have all of the information that you need. You know, you've been listening to the signs, you've been listening to the synchronicities, you're like, okay, I get it. And even though you're feeling very sad right now and very disappointed, within you we've got the star. So it's really this, it's like the shells are going down. You might not like realize this consciously, but at this moment in time, like the shells have come down, and you're just like, you know what? I think the next time you're going to be in a relationship, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to let my guard down. I'm going to show this person who I am. And I know that means that you're going to be vulnerable, and you're going to potentially increase the chances of you getting hurt. But it's guaranteeing a decent chance, because look at this. That 10 of Pentacles, the secure connection that you want, is being aspected by the Ace of Pentacles. It's really you letting your guard down, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and it doesn't mean like being over the top, like, you know, telling everyone, oh, this is all my childhood, blah, blah, blah. But it's like kind of allowing the walls to come down, so that when you're beginning to foster this new connection, and you will meet someone physically this month, if you haven't already, you know, it's going to allow that connection to be fostered in a real way, in a secure way. So many people get into relationships and they keep certain information and things about themselves from the other person. And it's like, okay, like, yes, there's a balance, because you don't want to like give someone your whole life story straight off the bat, right? Especially when you don't really know someone that well yet. But you also don't want to give someone else a false sense of who you are, right? Because then they don't know who they're in a relationship with. So I feel like that's what's really going to be changing with you. You're going to just, yeah. And you actually needed this. So you actually like on a spiritual level, wanted whatever it is that you were disappointed about, potentially a father figure, Aries partner, whatever. You needed that to happen so that you could actually be like, actually create something better. Sometimes you need something to be taken away or something to go wrong to actually create new ideas and like a clean slate. And I think that's what you did, right? I feel like this is kind of cool, because I think both of you will stand up equally on your own. So that suggests to me that for some of you, maybe there was like an unequal balance of power in previous relationships, because this 2 of Cups, the outcome with you and this other person, which is positive, is being aspected by the 9 of Discs, gain. And often this represents being a very independent card. So it's kind of like, I'm kind of getting the vibe that, you know, both of you might, okay, this is going to be like 2 things. Remember, this is general reading, so I'm going to say what this means in a positive way, then I'm going to say what it means in a negative way, and you need to listen to your intuition about what's true for you, and then I'll pull a few extra cards, and definitely some advice cards, to stick around for those at the end, okay? So, in the positive way, for some of you, you're going to meet someone who, like, both of you are independently wealthy and can stand on your own 2 feet, and both of you have been through hell and back, and that's allowing you, like, been through hell and back, and that's allowing you to have a new, unique approach in a relationship, okay? I feel, and it's making you extraordinarily determined and focused, and really allowing you to recognize what you want, okay? That's the positive for some of you. Now, for some for some others of you, then this person only really wants you for your money, for your independent wealth. So you need to be really careful about that. Because look, this is the outcome, right? The Two of Pentacles, but it's a minor arcana, so it can go either way. And yes, this in itself is being positively aspected by the Nine of Pentacles, which often represents independent wealth and just someone who's like a really like literally the happiest version of themselves and most successful version of themselves that they can be on an individual basis, because it kind of goes up a level when you can find someone else and have a partnership with someone else who's in that same state. But I feel like you might not be, potentially, you might be so determined, okay? You might be so determined and have potentially even blinders on and focused on this connection because you know, you've had this awakening, you're putting yourself out there, you've realized what you want, that you might be ignoring really important information, and you might go from spirit and emotion to, you know, ego, and your ego kind of takes over. And I feel like this person might like just be careful, okay? This person, for some of you, might not want you for you. They might want you for independent wealth. Okay, I'm just gonna pull a few clarification cards, and then we'll do some advice cards. So let's clarify this Nine of Discs game. So it's kind of like a 50-50 chance about whether this is going to work out, okay? Because we've got like a 5, which is kind of a 50-50 card. So it really depends. Like for half of you watch, and you are really going to, I'm going to pull some clarification cards. I'll actually do pick a card with you guys. I haven't done that with any other signs this month, but I'm going to do it with you. So we can get clear about like what it is you need to know, because I feel like there's almost like a split in the outcome potentially. And you know what? That actually makes sense. With the Two of Cups, it could go one way or another for the outcome. All right, so pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. I'm gonna do 1, 2, or 3. So you're picking your own advice card, and then I'll do a collective advice card at the end, okay? All right, let's see if you picked 1, the Star. So it is important to have hope, have faith, put yourself out there, and really allow yourself to like listen to your intuition first and foremost, but let your guard down. So and you can make a wish, you can say prayers, you might want to also check your astrology, okay? So I would say if you picked 1, kind of do your best to have that hope. All right, hope is a pretty high vibration. If you pick 2, the Moon. So I feel like there might be this, sometimes this can represent that you or potentially the other person, I feel like most for you, for the most part, if you pick 2, you still have some healing that you need to do, some deep diving, some things that are hidden under the rug, potential mental illness, and also maybe there was a death that you're still grieving potentially, and you need to continue to kind of reflect and heal on that. Maybe addiction, right? So I feel like you need to do some shadow work. You're going through the dark night of the soul, and so this might not be the ideal time to foster a relationship in the way that those who picked 1 did. And you also might want to check your, if you don't know your moon sign, check out Cafe Astrology and then watch my video based on what your moon sign is, okay? All right, let's see. If you picked 3, the World. Wow, we've got like, this is so crazy with the Star, the Moon, the World. Honestly, that's crazy. So with the World, I feel like what this is saying is that you should be very proud of where you are right now, that things are coming to a close, things are coming to completion. So I feel like you're almost on that transition stage. So it's like you're nearly ready to fully commit to a relationship, but it's kind of like the last bit. There's still some burdens that you need to kind of let go of potentially, right? So if you picked 1, I would say go for it. If you picked 2, I would say you need to do some deep shadow work. And if you picked 3, I would say just make sure that you've got everything done and dusted and sorted emotionally before you go into it, or it's really up to you. Okay, if you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That is all in the description below. You can also follow me on social media. Thanks to everyone who's liked, shared, subscribed, hit the notification bell, and commented. I do monthly and mid-monthly videos. And if you're still here, secret bonus card. All right. Ooh, the Ace of Wands. This is a month to act on inspiration within 1 minute when you feel it. Within 1 minute. What makes you feel joy and alive? Go for it. You got this. Have a great month. Bye.